I got a lot of shit down, so I'll go ahead and tell you guys the topics. All
Mhm.
right, so welcome to the first gaming podcast. As I am the host, Perfect Combo, David, whatever you want to call me. And today we have. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
They can go first.
All right.
Okay, well I'll go. I'm Logan. I go by a couple names. You can call me Fire or Necromancer. Or I guess my more recent name is Tactician. Whatever you want. I live up here in Washington, but I'm originally from Texas. And as far as gaming goes, I play a bunch of fighters, but 9, 10, give or take. A few at a high level, mostly. My main games are Soul Calibur, Dead or Alive, and currently working on making Blaze Blue up there as well. I really like that game. And possibly Tekken when Tekken 7 drops. I'm looking to get into that game. But yeah, other than that, I play a bunch of other games too. At a moderate level, still getting better, but that's pretty much it.
I guess I'll go next.
Yes.
My name's Devin. I also go by Blank October. If you heard me before, then yes, it is that Blank October. I'm the biggest scrub on earth. I suck, but I'll tell you what games I play. I play Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. Used to play Soul Calibur a lot. DOA here and there. My main, I guess I could say competition games are like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. And yeah, I'm just here along for the ride. And don't mind me, I might start yelling at something here in a second, though. You go next, Howard.
As Blank said, my name is Howard. I go by No Worries. It's funny because I recently just got into fighting games maybe 2 years ago.
No wonder he
And
uses Liu Kang. He's a fucking
hey,
scrub.
Liu Kang, I know by recently I mean competing at tournaments.
Okay.
By recently I mean competing at tournaments, not what Blank is talking about. Liu Kang has always been day one favorite since MK1. So that's never going to change.
Alrighty, so with our first topic, we're going to start with Star Ocean, Integrity, and Faithlessness will launch on PlayStation 4 on June 28th. Now, there's recently been an issue with the developers, having they're trying to avoid Western criticism. They have some revealing costumes that they wear. For example, they're going to replace the panties on a certain character to make it look like she's wearing a diaper.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's
Wait, what?
very yeah. They're gonna make it. I guess I could share a screen, so that's
So
good.
censoring?
Yeah, they're censoring the character, as you can see.
Man, what the fuck?
So they're going to make it seem like she's wearing a diaper right here.
Why is that better?
Why a diaper?
I don't
It's
understand.
it's just to make it's just to make I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna present everyone. It's just
But
to
how does a diaper like? Oh,
so they don't show like a lot of skin.
but it's a
And
diaper.
It's a
yeah,
freaking
Stupid.
diaper. That's a grown ass woman, and you put her in a diaper.
yeah. As I said, there's been a trend of games where if you put out characters that show a lot of skin, later on you might have to make a lot of revisions. Although she's erotic, there's not a lot of skin showing. It's the feeling you get. Pura uses a lot of displayed crests on her skin to cast curses. So this is the character, and this is the reason she's dressed like this because as I said, she is something.
Here's what I don't really understand about this was there used to be a point in time where nobody really complained about this due to the arguments of artistic freedom and the ability for you to be able to create whatever you wanted and no one could tell you it was wrong, really. Well, I don't know, I guess now I feel like
Oh,
everybody gets so sensitive and butthurt over stuff like this when it doesn't really matter. At least to me.
mm-hmm.
Like, who cares?
Uh,
I don't get it, is what I'm saying.
I don't like how the West especially like acts when certain things are made, and uh, lately it's just been with the games. I don't know if this is going to be a topic on here or not, David, but the Overwatch thing
Yeah, it's gonna be
with
a topic.
okay, so we'll talk about that. But so not to get ahead of myself, but when you step in the way of somebody's artistic freedom, that's bad, no matter what it is, you
Right.
know. So, and plus, grow up. I mean, it's a video game. It's not a real chick,
Exactly.
and
And
people
that's
are
what
gonna
I
like what
don't
they
get.
like.
So, like,
Fuck it.
say, a character is sexy. So
Hmm.
what? Who cares? Maybe
Yeah.
that's what they wanted. Why is that bad? That's what I don't get.
Like DOA Extreme 3. Now, here's my thing about that. A
I
lot of
can't.
people. Now, look, a lot of people have probably heard me talk about the game and how I don't like the idea of it. And it's not because of what you think. It's not because of it's just another basically a softcore porno. No, that's not the reason. That's DOA. That's their selling point. Whatever. My thing is that the timing was bad, in my opinion, because there's still things that are left to be desired in their fighting game, and they brought that out. But in terms of the game, like X3 itself and their creative direction with that and all that, let them do it. You have no choice. And that whole stuff with PlayAsia and all that, and all the kind of protesting and all that against the game, that was just like bogus. It seems like a lot of people are now trying to be too SJW for gaming to advance into different things than just, this guy chasing like a dinosaur or something. Now it's blood and guts, it's boobs, and, everything else. That's just how it is. You're going to have to live with it. And if you don't like it, just don't fucking buy it. I mean, it's just like Deadpool. If you don't like that it's so vulgar, then don't buy a ticket. But don't try to stop me because I'm buying that ticket.
Also, the thing too with that is that with Star Ocean 5, the Japanese, they really don't like the part that you are telling Japan people to censor or you're perverts.
Hmm.
Literally, I've seen Twitter. This guy's like, "Hey, that's good that they're censoring it. To shut those Japanese pervs up." I don't really think you can just call someone. That's just their culture. They're just more open about it and their sexuality. It's just like you can't just say, "Hey, I want you to censor it," because in the western side of America, you know, it's so revealing and offensive to show your body,
You
Right. And I
gotta.
mean,
and we
as
gotta
an
live in our old
American.
ways.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
And you have to like listen to our old ways, or we're just gonna hate you about it,
Hmm.
or just
Hmm.
hate you in general.
Hmm.
Go ahead, Logan.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and I mean that's kind of the mindset a lot of people have. As an American, we're just kind of, we grow up in a different culture, obviously, like you said. Like to
Yes.
us, Japan is kind of a weird place. Not necessarily in a bad way. It's just a lot different than it is here. And I feel like Americans have always been kind of touchy on this subject because, I mean, just look at even some place like Europe. They have nude beaches everywhere. We don't even have those here because, that something like that is not culturally accepted here because apparently we always denote nudity with like sexuality and stuff, and that's not necessarily the case other places. But other people don't really seem to understand that, I don't think, because that's just the way we are raised. That's where we come from, and so Japan doing stuff like this that might be a little bit too sexy for certain people here in the States or whatever. They don't see it like that,
Hmm.
and that's why I don't see why it's an issue. You need to be, well, I guess, like, why are people getting offended by it? Is what I don't understand.
It's a video game. I
Exactly. Yeah.
mean, it that doesn't mean like if somebody buys this and they see up a girl's skirt or something in the game, they're gonna go out and try to like rape a bunch of girls or something. Now, if they do, and I didn't just condone that, by the way, if they do,
Mm.
that we do not endorse that here in our podcast group. and they need to be, evaluated immediately if they want to do that, because that's totally the opposite thing you need to do. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the West is just scared of a lot of things that would be considered, I guess, taboo. You know, I actually had this conversation before with family members. It's just like, when talking about anything that deals with, sex,
Right.
whether it be, games or music or movies and stuff like that, still in the West, especially here in just the U.S. itself, it seems like it's an idea that exists. We know it exists, but for some reason we have to try to keep it down to a minimal level. In other places, I mean, you don't really have to keep it down to a minimal. You don't have to be extreme with it, which they're not. Like on the billboard, big ass billboard, a hentai thing or something.
Right.
Sometimes, but but they have it to a point where it's more accepted, and it's like, what am I trying to get at? Here we know what's there, but we don't want to talk about it. There they know what's there. They'll talk about it. They'll do whatever they want, and then they'll go about their day.
Yeah.
So I really don't understand why we just can't do that over here, especially with things like freaking video games.
Well, I mean, as far as the West goes, well, for those of you who don't know, I'm in the military, and so I talk about this quite a bit with some of the older members that are in my organization.
Mm-hmm.
And we're under the firm impression that, nowadays, and getting progressively worse, is that, Americans in particular are getting, softer.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're allowed to curse in here, but, we're literally, becoming pussies. Getting offended by absolutely everything, doesn't matter what it is. And it's kind of infuriating to me, the fact that, people are almost, looking for reasons to get offended by stuff.
Yes.
They're, literally going out of their way to find stuff to complain about. And it's really stupid, in my opinion, is what I don't understand.
Did you see
if
the
you
whole
don't
thing
like
with
something,
Overwatch?
you don't have to get associated with it. You don't have to try and get people to change their agenda just to fit yours. That's what I don't.
Mm-hmm.
How were you about to say?
I said that actually goes in point with the whole thing that just happened recently with Overwatch. There was a
Yeah, we're gonna
pose.
talk about that. Mm-hmm.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
Now, okay, let's get into the part with Overwatch.
Can we talk about the booty first
Yes.
of all? These
As you guys
pictures.
may know, Overwatch, I think a person recently complained about Overwatch named Fitz on the Overwatch forums
Yeah.
with the beta, and and the game's in beta, so mind you that they may change anything regardless of a person's opinion about a character or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So this is how it went down. What about this pose has anything to do with the character you're building in Tracer? It's not fun, it's not silly, it has nothing to do with being a fast elite killer. It just reduces Tracer to another bland female sex symbol.
But
Okay.
there's a thing about that though. There is a male character in the game that has the same over-the-shoulder standard pose. But because
Hanzo, I think.
So
yeah,
if
Hanzo.
is it okay that we have to, stay there and look at man ass and we can't look at chick ass?
But it was,
What's going on here?
the bigger thing
The
was
feminazis.
she had no ass in the fucking picture in general. It
Nah,
was like,
why are they not talking about freaking what's her name? The Widowmaker chick. You know what I'm talking about,
I saw
right?
that. I saw that.
Now, why is nobody talking about that ass? But anyway.
No, people do. I think Tracer and her are the ones people complain about most. Usually their argument being they're not realistic. Or
Oh my god! I hope
Tracer-
they don't play Street Fighter. That's
Tracer
all I'm
like
saying.
every basic white woman I've ever seen in my life. What the fuck
But
do you
Yeah.
mean?
they have the exact same stance, and I'm like, how are you getting offended over that? It's really harmful, not harmful.
It's just it's like a highly stylized game. It's very animated. I don't know, not supposed to be realistic. So that argument
At all.
in the whole first place just kind of blew my mind about why people would even try and bring that up.
It's by
that doesn't
freaking
matter.
Blizzard.
Yeah.
You really
And
think
if
it's
I
gonna
was
be
Blizzard,
realistic?
what I would have said to that person is,
Mind
fuck
your
you,
business.
that's stupid, who cares?
Mhm.
Because the fact that they would listen to like one person and then take it out of the game just because one person doesn't like it and complains about it or whatever is dumb to me, because they don't have to do that. They have the ability to leave that in the game. And to be honest, I probably would have respected them more if they did. Because I like Blizzard. I played StarCraft 2 for a long time, like pretty much my first few years of high school, for those of you who don't know. So I've been around for them for a while, and I don't know, just seeing this, like, it goes right over my head about the decisions that they're making.
Here's one more thing I want to say about the Overwatch thing. And that person in the forum that, they were on their little rant about the pose from Tracer. And is it a female that was ranting about it? Or was it a dude?
It was a guy, if I'm not
It was
mistaken.
a guy?
That was
Okay.
ranting.
It said it was a female, like a 30-year-old woman or something.
Okay. So I think somewhere in the post, I was looking at it vaguely today, was skimming over it, and somewhere in the post, she mentioned like her daughter watching her play the game and stuff like that.
I can read it. I have a young daughter that every day when I wake up wants to watch the Recall trailer again. She knows who Tracer is, and as she grows up, she can grow up alongside these characters.
Okay, two things. One, stop trying to make your kids grow up alongside characters. Parent
Raise
your child.
your own
Second
kid.
of all, I'm just gonna bring a personal example here. Now, I love me some Mortal Kombat. Love Mortal Kombat. My little sister kind of likes Mortal Kombat as well. She doesn't really play it that much now, but when we were younger, we played like Deadly Alliance and stuff like that. Her favorite character was Sonya. Sonya would rip off your head with her thighs. And she was hot. So,
Right.
and my little sister is just fine. Straight A student, athlete, not doing any sort of dirty business at all or anything like that. A freaking video game character is not going to change your daughter. Stop.
Right. That kind of reminds me that a lot of people like to use the argument that maybe playing violent video games will make people violent or something like that.
Makes me less violent.
Yeah, I think for a lot of people it's quite the opposite. Like, you can take out quite some frustration on video games.
Unless it lags.
Yeah.
See, that's what makes
Oh
people
yeah, then
violent.
you get that's what makes you angry. Yeah. Lag makes people violent, not violent video games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And yeah, like I don't understand that argument either, because that's never been proven. It's just people saying it.
I find out these SJWs are complaining, like they don't, like the people who are complaining don't even play video games.
Yeah, right. That's one thing I wanted to point out too. A lot of these people, like the last game they probably touched was like
Super Mario.
Doom 2 or something.
That's usually how it is, isn't it?
Not Doom. Well, there was that whole thing about Anita Sarkeesian. She showed her game pile, and she was like, "These are the games I play." She had some of the most sexualized and over-violent fucking games
have you
in the
seen
pile.
some of those? She had Ninja
I'm
Gaiden.
looking-
You know how bloody that game is?
Bro, she had Ninja Gaiden. I saw DOA Extreme in there. I'm looking like, hold up.
Something doesn't add up.
This can't be right. I mean, these are games that I play. There's no way that we can be on the same side. No.
Bro, you play DOX?
No.
I get it.
I watched the trailer, bro. I never played it.
You gotta play the full game, man.
Game is not even that fun, just saying.
I seen somebody stream it.
Extreme 3.
Why?
Like, why is there a pole dancing in the... I don't understand that. When I saw the trailer, because somebody linked me on Media Trailer, they're like, oh my god, you should watch this. You should watch this. This is amazing. I'm like, I don't get off on this. Like, why? Why is this here?
The frickin' Mary Rose pole dancing thing was really uncomfortable.
Bro,
It was, dude.
Very
that shit was
uncomfortable.
weird.
But people like that, and I guess it didn't come to the West because Team Ninja's about to get flagged down for that. They're just gonna throw a fire at them, say hey, and it's gonna cause like a huge controversy about these characters on a pole and they sex symbols and all that BS. It's retarded. It's really retarded.
You're right.
It's not even like a fruitful game. You get what I'm saying? It's not something that I can really sit down and really enjoy myself in the way I want to enjoy myself when playing a video game. If I want to enjoy myself in the way of playing DOA X3, I can just get on Pornhub. So
Fuck
yeah,
Yeah,
Pornhub.
that's what it is. Why else would you play?
Either
shout
that,
outs to fatwho.net. Your site sucks now. Just
either
putting that out there.
Pornhub or you go get a slutty English girl.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Okay, Howard, we gotta
$5 hookers.
talk because I want to know what's going on here. Yo. Anyway, what's the next topic?
We'll talk about
Yeah.
that on a podcast that's not mine. We'll start
Yeah.
Oh, we'll talk about that on the BFK podcast.
Oh, shit, Eric. Okay, so next topic, PlayStation 4K. I have to read this paragraph. So, the more powerful version of the PlayStation 4, currently dubbed PlayStation 4K or PlayStation 4.5, will be announced shortly before the release of PlayStation VR in October. According to the report, the Wall Street Journal, the publication sources indicate that Sony will not stop producing of the original PS4 upon release of the new, more powerful version, while also nothing that it is likely both consoles will share the same software catalog. Sony's goal with the console, according to the same sources, is to compete with high-end PC-based virtual reality experience such as the Oculus Rift
That
and
overpriced piece of shit.
the HTC Vive, which is a Steam, headset. Not headset.
Another overpriced piece of shit.
Yeah, which offers a higher graphical fidelity than the current PS4. While it's possible that a more powerful PS4 will be able to increase the sharpness and graphical effects of PS VR games, the headset itself sports a mere 1920 by 1080, so that's pretty much 1080p OLED display, equating to 960x 1080 per eye, compared to higher definitions, just like 2K screen on Rift and Valve. So the PlayStation VR itself, it's going to have a less resolution than Oculus Rift and Vive. But how do you guys feel about the PlayStation 4K?
Okay, so you're saying they're making it to be able to compete with high-end PC stuff. Does
Yeah.
that mean it'll be able to be compatible with stuff like the Oculus Rift? Or is it just they're going to make their own version of it?
They have their own. The PlayStation...
But it's going to be like the same thing? Where,
yeah,
you
pretty
can...
much, yes. And then what's required, you have to have the little PlayStation Move sticks, and you have to have the camera as well.
So I always thought this was a weird concept anyway, because personally, I don't want to be running around doing shit when I'm playing games, okay? I go to work, I go to the gym, I come home, I relax, and I play games. I don't want to be fucking, running around all over the place looking like an asshole when I'm playing a game. That's
So I
just
take
me.
it you
I don't
didn't
know,
like the
maybe.
Kinect?
No, I never even had it connect, thank God, because, no, I think that's dumb. The only exception would be if I'm playing, DDR or something where, you're supposed to. But, no, I don't want to, personally, I think that virtual reality stuff is cool in its own way, but I don't want that to be, the only future of gaming where, it's going to replace everything else.
I'll be fine with it. It's like I said, not all games is going to require to move. You could probably play it on a controller, instead of just moving around. But it's basically for you to look and kind of feel immersed in the virtual, immersed in the games that you're.
Right. No, I understand what it's for, and that's why I think it's cool in a way. But I don't want to be doing that all the time,
Yeah, and honestly, I will eventually purchase it, but at the time, they need to keep a constant 60 frames. Which I heard is that if it's not constant, then if it's dropping frames, you pretty much get dizzy,
Right.
And they also have problems with virtual reality, just pretty much having some sort of delay, because those VR headsets are going really close to your eyes, so your eyes may be sensitive, or you may get motion sickness. It's pretty much,
Right.
it's gonna it hurts, all that. Well, other than that, I understand what they're trying to do. Is if people want this stuff, and I think they should You know, they should keep going, but I don't know what games they're gonna put on there. Honestly, I would like to see Skyrim on this. Honestly,
Oh fuck no.
or frickin' I don't know, some sort of RPG. You know,
Did you see the
See, that would
paranormal
actually be pretty
activity?
cool, I think.
yeah.
You know, see, something like that would be cool.
Now,
But
I'm
yeah.
not sure if honestly if the PlayStation 4K comes out this year, I may
December.
have to. Yeah, like I said, I may have to get it. I want to see what it can do with my old games. It's just like a new product's out and it's better than it. It's like what the 3DS did. Like, you know what I mean? And the PSP, the PSP Slim, and what else? Now you have to buy it and then shit. Other than that, it's like people feel like they're getting ripped off, or why did I buy this console where in 2 years or 3 years a new one just came out? They don't feel need to buy a new one. I mean, how do you guys feel? You guys gonna get a PlayStation?
I'm not buying it because I mainly play fighting games. So until there's like a need for 4K for fighting games that isn't going to have any sort of like frame latency or anything that may come with it in the early stages, then I really don't have to care about it. As far as like other games, it really depends if the next games that are going to be coming out, like I guess the next couple of years, are really going to rely on that. If they're not really going to fully rely on 4K, there is no reason to get that. I mean, if you get it, you're big man on campus, cool. But if I don't have to, I'm not buying a whole nother console. I only
I'm
work
not
at
gonna
Walmart.
get it until something comes out that I want for it.
Yeah, I only work
There's
at
no
Walmart,
reason.
for Christ's sakes. Come on.
Yeah, my wallet can only handle so much.
Exactly.
Alrighty.
I don't know. I don't know why they want to do a whole nother console. Xbox wants to do the same thing, too.
I heard that Nintendo is also doing the same thing and planning on releasing I guess like an updated version of the Wii U.
Nah,
Like
it's a totally new console called the NX.
Is it?
Apparently.
The NX? Yeah.
And it's supposed to blow the other consoles out the water. But here's my thing about Nintendo. They give up on their consoles way too fast, in my opinion. Way too
GameCube
fast.
was the greatest thing that ever happened.
I mean, when the Wii U was first released, it did kind of bomb compared to some of its previous installments. Well, some of the, I guess, previous consoles. But as soon as they released, like a Smash Brothers game for it, boom, the sales went up tremendously. That's the whole reason I bought my Wii U. I'm not even gonna lie.
True.
So,
I mean, why not? I mean, it's Smash.
They need to have a solid game that comes out with it that's gonna make people want to buy it.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So they can't do the same thing they do with the Wii U if they do that. So
right.
That's all I have to say about it. Anyway.
All right, Howard. Anything about the PlayStation 4K? You getting it?
My sponsor's getting it for me, so I'm good.
You have a freaking sponsor?
I've been sponsored for like a year, bro.
How the hell do you get sponsored? You suck.
Not even good.
Fucking blow.
Hurts my feelings.
Did you get sponsored for DOA? Howard, did you get sponsored for DOA?
Hell no. Who the fuck gets sponsored in DOA?
No one.
Quiggle, no. The only reason Quiggle, there's I'm not gonna get into
Because
that. There's
it's
like a
dumb.
story.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Talk about that. So, right, next subject.
There were a lot of people who dominated DOA.
He gets sponsored. I know Carl, got sponsored for NCAA, but that's a different topic. So, Street Fighter 5 update.
I'm playing on it right now. And,
yep.
I'm playing it now.
I mean, it's pretty good. I like that they finally added the store. We get to play with Alex. We get to buy some colors and stuff like that. I wish they would put the survival mode colors on the store, though. And plus, some of the stuff is really freaking expensive, I have to say.
Mm-hmm.
With fight money? Jesus Christ.
Bruh, if you're not Arturo, always number one, or Tampa Bison, I swear to God, you're just not getting any of those at all. You're gonna be on that play for years. And like, hey, I got my shit. Hopefully you don't lose fight money while you're playing.
No, you don't lose fight money.
Like, hey, we're gonna struggle to you take my fighting money, I'm gonna send you an 8 message.
I wish there was a way we can wager fight money.
Dude, that would be cool. Wager matches. I would never do them. I would never do them. I'll just watch everybody on Twitch have the misfortune of losing fight money. I'm holding on to mine. Get out of here.
Now, as a Street Fighter V, they added a beginner's tutorial, a intermediate tutorial, advanced tutorial, character tutorials, online rematch options. So, for example, if you want to do like a 2 out of 3 set and rank match, you can.
Yeah.
If you're playing like a really salty player, you're like, hey, I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction of playing me again. They might just quit. But other than that, World Combo. That man,
he got hit again, didn't he?
He got hit again. Yes.
When's he gonna learn, man? Can't do all this rage quitting and stuff.
I thought he went legit after the first time.
Nope. At it again.
Yeah, they really changed. That's the main thing I know about the update is that they really changed the way the rank works. Right now, like when you rage quit, you lose like a bajillion points.
Yeah.
Something like that.
On video, bro. Or they just pretty much look at the disconnects.
Yeah, because it's been a couple weeks since I've been on. I'll be honest.
Okay, I'm gonna. There's a test I made. Like I made a separate account on PSN, and I would go on a rank match, and I would rage quit it when I lost, and I'd win. That account hasn't been touched.
Wow.
Mind you, I went today and did this. The account is still there. The account, if I'm not mistaken, has like I think almost 4,000 battle points or league points, whatever the hell they call them.
Yeah, league points.
Yeah, and it hasn't been touched.
So I guess you have to rage quit a lot then.
Yeah, if you're like a problem player, they'll know
over 40 times.
Yeah,
40
they'll definitely
times.
know. So guys, stop rage quitting. And I think they do know if it's like a straight disconnect and not a rage quit. So, like if something happens with the server or something like that, I think they'll know.
Okay. So if you're just like that guy that unplugs his Ethernet, like then.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about the new Street Fighter V costume?
Wait, what? I have a question about the cat outfit.
Did you see the video I posted to Facebook making fun of Ken's hair?
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
Did that get changed? Because I saw somebody posted one with like long hair and then
it's a mod on the PC, which is what we should have, but instead we got that crap.
Well,
I really like Cammy's. I like Birdie's original one better. And those are the 2 characters I play. So.
Oh, you play Birdie? Cool.
Birdie and Cammy, yeah, that's it.
I hate Birdie.
Everybody does. Well, I love Birdie.
I hate
How come I can see this man playing Birdie?
Just saying.
Not Birdie, but Ken. I can see Logan playing Ken.
Yeah, because I play Mila, so.
I told him to play Ken.
You told him to play Ken?
No, I told you to play Ken when we were in the party with Chavez.
Told me to play Ken?
Yeah.
I don't play Ken. What do you mean?
I said you should. This was back when I think this was when we were on that party back when Street
I don't know. I have no
launched.
interest in Ken though. I mean, I
EX Heavy Tatsumaki is godlike on board.
Yeah. You're right. Oh well.
All
I
right.
like 2 characters I play.
Next topic. Final Fantasy 15 launches on December 30th for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. September 30th. Let's see. I guess you guys. I think it will be getting a demo of the game.
Supposed to be tonight because the thing was they did the little stream. I think the stream is still going. After the stream is over, the demo is supposed to be on the PSN store.
That's a game I'm actually hyped for. The first Final Fantasy game I played was actually 13.
Ooh.
And to be honest, I liked 13. Not a lot of people did.
Because it was your first Final Fantasy, that's why.
Yeah, and it was actually pretty good. Like I actually had a lot of fun playing that game. And I went back and I played Final Fantasy X because they did the HD remaster, and I like that. I played Final Fantasy 14 till, which is obviously an MMO, but I like that. So I'm pretty excited for 15 to see the new game. But apparently, it looks like quite a bit different than some of the more classic Final Fantasy games. So I don't know, I'm interested to see the way they go with it. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be pretty sweet. I'm pretty excited.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, today on Xbox, we'll talk about Xbox. Speaking today at Microsoft's Build Conference in San Francisco, Xbox boss Phil Spencer stressed to PC gamers that the company is listening to their feedback. The company is hoping to make Windows 10 a great gaming experience by continuing to evolve and add new features like new ones in May through an update to the Xbox PC app coming in May. Microsoft will enable the ability to disable VSync and add support to G-Sync, NVIDIA, and FreeSync, which
About time.
yeah, for PC gaming. Other than that, I think that Phil does understand that the games for Windows Live, how much of a mess that turned out to be. Even though they disable that, yeah, he's trying to. I know people are like kind of skeptic about Windows 10 gaming. Is it going to like one day close and you just can't play those games anymore, or whatever the case is? But he wants to ensure that Windows 10 gaming will be, a great experience. Hopefully, I mean, how do you guys feel about Windows 10 gaming? You can pretty much play someone on the Xbox One. That's basically cross-play. You can
Works great for Killer Instinct so far.
Yeah.
So I was playing with my friend earlier, and I mean, yeah, it worked pretty good. There wasn't really anything that was getting in the way of our connection or anything. It's pretty seamless, at least with an Xbox exclusive. So let's see what other games.
All right. Okay. Anybody else want to talk about?
Are we talking about the? Sorry, I kind of missed the question. Are we talking about the ability for like PlayStation to play Xbox?
No. We're talking about Windows 10 being able to play. Let's say Rise of
Okay,
Tomb Raider
Xbox to
or-
PC.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah.
I'm not particularly an Xbox player. I do own Killer Instinct. Never really put that much time into it. Didn't really interest me that much, to be honest.
Alright.
Sorry if you like Killer Instinct or whatever, but the game just looks a little bit too slow-paced for my liking. The thing is, I think it's cool because it'll certainly open up new avenues for people to do. They already do that with Street Fighter V, right? Where it's cross-play like that, where you can play people
Yeah,
on
it's
PC.
cross-play, the Steam and PS4. Yes, it is.
Right. And that's pretty cool, and I think more games should do that, because why not, right? I mean, I know other games that aren't fighters do that, like Rocket League, for example, which is a pretty popular game.
I'm going to try to link all, three platforms, PC, Steam, and... No, PC, sorry. Xbox and PlayStation 4.
Right, and that would be cool, and I think that more games would do. In fact, I think Final Fantasy XIV is actually trying to get a deal with Microsoft to where they can, put Final Fantasy XIV on the Xbox One, and then that way everyone will be able to play together that way too. So I think that really they should be pushing more this direction, or they should have been from a while ago, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So I actually do like that they're trying to do more stuff like that. I think that's a good way to go.
All right.
Personally.
All right, so next topic, Mortal Kombat X.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like the news that Ed Boon teased yesterday is a new Mortal Kombat X competitive tournament. Warner Bros. Announced today that the new professional tournament series, which includes the ESL MKX Pro League Season 3 and ESL Challenger Cup, will begin in April. There is a $500,000 and prizes up for grabs, which explains Boon's cryptic tweet below. Cryptic. Mortal Kombat has always been about friends going head-to-head in couch competition. With MKX, these players now have multiple ways of jumping into the tournament scene to prove their skill and win cash. Boo said in a statement today, the biggest commitment we've made to esports scene with our newly enhanced online experience. We're looking forward to seeing the intense matchups at the various tournaments we're supporting. So, yeah, how do you guys feel about that?
I like it.
All right.
I like that they're finally getting PlayStation in the mix.
That needed to happen, considering that most of the competitive crowd things actually played on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Now I feel like, hey, you know what's so good? It's like you can have this now. Your netcode has been fixed. You know, after all these years of MK9, you guys remember that the netcode? How you guys would say, MK9 is probably the worst netcode on the planet. And now
It's
I
up
think,
there, top 5.
yeah, top 5. I think that all the bitching on Twitter, they finally did something, right?
Yeah.
Now we can't say MK has a bad netcode now.
The
That's the
bitching
only
about the
deal.
netcode was justified.
Yeah.
It was completely justified. No game should have ran like that. And now there's literally only one more big fighting game on the consoles that needs to do something like that, and it would make a lot of people happy.
Team Ninja, we're looking at you.
You know, you got all this money, Team Ninja. You know, Osmic and Giacoto are buying all your costumes, man. I know you
Daryl
got
Vaughn
money.
is
Oh
buying
wow, the
Daryl
fallout.
Vaughn is buying like 6 of your season passes each time they come out. You have money to do this.
Zero Chan. Zero Chan is buying all the Hayate costumes. Okay,
Oh,
Team
that's the
Ninja,
high tech costumes though.
you got money. We know you got money. DOA as a whole, as a series, it's like the highest grossing series because of all the DLC put together and the games and the spin-off games. It's like the highest grossing thing. What are they
Season Pass
doing?
4 announced.
Yeah, so this is the perfect time. You see that NetherRealm did it. You see that Iron Galaxy constantly works on the netcode for Killer Instinct. You know, you see all these games beefing up their netcodes. Tekken 6 had a terrible netcode.
They
Come
beefed that
Tekken
shit.
Tag Tournament 2, woo! That thing was perfect. And Tekken 7 might be the same thing.
Tekken 7
So,
might be better.
Another
Might be.
improvement was Soul Calibur 4 garbage, but
dude,
Soul
5
Calibur
was
5
Soul
online,
Calibur
yeah.
5 was god-like.
It was really, really good, especially coming from 4, which was awful. You know, you can
Yeah,
really
so-
tell.
Been a long time.
So Team Ninja Koei Tecmo, please consider maybe doing a netcode beta or something
Looking at you,
Interested,
Tom Lee.
or something. Also, Tom Lee needs to change the font, the letters, because I keep saying Narutora Lee instead of E. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I do that too.
it looks like an L.
It does.
I even told Tom Lee personally on Facebook. I was like, "Look, Tom, you need to change the fucking font, please." I told him just like that too. I was like, "You need to change the fucking font."
Alrighty.
I don't know how kindly he took to that, but yeah.
Alright, so next topic. Solid Snake voice actor won't play Metal Gear Solid 5.
What?
The man who was Metal Gear Solid Snake for 10 years, David Hayter,
Yeah.
hasn't played either of the most recent games in the series after he was dropped from the title role. Hayter hasn't played Metal Gear Solid 5 or Ground Zeroes, and he explained his reason thusly on the Gaming for the podcast. I was so annoyed by the Metal Gear 5 debacle, and people said, "Are you gonna play the game?" Yeah, that'll be 60 hours of humiliation that I can't get to. I haven't played the latest 2 iterations because it's just too painful. He said he found out he wouldn't be employed for the Phantom Pain after asking about it. During a chance meeting with the casting and voice director of the game, Chris Zimmerman, he explained, she said, "We're going forward, but it looks like they are going to try and replace you. They tried to do that before and it never worked." Said attempts at replacement happened in Metal Gear Solid 3, where Kojima offered the role of Snake to Kurt Russell, who declined. Kojima also required Hayter to re-audition for the role of Old Snake in Metal Gear Solid 4. Seems his role has never been nailed down. So basically, I don't know. It's just him and Kojima struggling, pretty much. I mean, how do you guys feel about this?
Man, David Hayter needs to grow up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's business.
Hold up for a second. I'll be back. But go ahead.
All
That
right.
he needs to just get over that. It's literally business. There's no need for any of this. I mean, if you did it for your 5 seconds, then that's fine. You got your five. Now be quiet and get back to work. One work horizon.
Yeah, like I said, I agree. It's pretty much business. You can't do nothing about it, honestly. But like, he's just being a butt about it. Other than that, you guys want to move to the next topic?
Yeah, that topic's kind of.
Get iffy. All right. So Microsoft's cross-platform gaming efforts are finally underway with the launch of Killer Instinct on Windows 10. The free-to-play fighting game is now available through the Windows Store, and if you own the game on Xbox One, all your game purchases and save progress will carry over to the PC. The game now supports cross-platform play between Windows 10 and Xbox One as well. That PC gamers won't need to pay Xbox Live Gold subscription to play Windows Store games online, but we've reached out to clarify. So basically, this should be good. Like, no, in the meantime, they're trying to get the controls to work. It's coming in future releases. How do you guys feel about cross-platform for KI to Xbox?
They already said something about this a little earlier, but it's really good.
Yeah.
From experience playing today, it's really, really good. It's
Right.
seamless. It's great. I like that they did it. Getting more of a population on the game, and hopefully this just leads to more numbers at the tournaments and stuff. Because KI is one of those games, kind of like DOA or Soul Calibur even, where there's a lot of people that play online, a lot of good people too, but they never show up to any of these things, so it makes the community look really small, really minuscule.
Right.
So hopefully this gets more people to gain the confidence to at least show up to at least locals first, Maybe there's a local thing for it. And then, maybe branch out, go to some, monthlies, maybe go to some majors and stuff like that, because now you're getting the PC heads in it. And that's a beautiful thing. I am waiting for the day where fighting game events can get like really, really big sponsors to where they can actually start just, instead of having a bunch of consoles all over the place, just have PCs. Then totally everyone can play, unless it's Mortal Kombat.
We all know how that went.
Oh god.
We all know how that one went.
I'm so sorry, PC players. I really hate it. I really hate it for PC players.
Well,
there's
the thing about the Mac release. The Mac release is coming out. They might get Combat Pack 2 with the Mac release. So
yeah,
there's
and
hope
you can
for
run
them.
Mac OS on PCs. So
Yeah, so there's
might
hope.
be in there.
There's hope.
Yeah.
All right.
So I mean, I don't know if everybody's gonna be trying to get a bunch of Macs at events though, because let's be honest here. The only way you're affording one Mac is if you're a freaking doctor or something. So imagine like 1,000 of them.
Well, to be honest, I'm on a Mac right now. I wish I had a.
You're in the military. Shut up.
I don't make money, bro. I make like $16,000 a year. That's garbage. I mean, I don't have to pay for food or housing or anything, but
No.
I don't make money.
Well, there you go. You don't have to pay for like other necessities.
Yeah, I know, but
So you can afford a
I'm
Mac.
still broke.
You're gonna be the one person at the tournament. Hey guys, don't worry. I have my Mac. We have a setup.
Oh, that has a virus, man.
How does it get a virus?
I got the setup. I'm gonna bring the Mac.
I'm gonna bring the Mac. What?
Sound like some battle rap bars.
Does it even have a USB port? Yes, believe it or not, guys.
It's got two.
It's got two. Oh! Oh man.
Alrighty.
Fucking Macs.
I got that converter.
Steve Jobs. Rest in peace.
Alright, so next topic, it will be Watch Dogs 2 is confirmed by Ubisoft.
What? Why?
Yeah. It will support I gotta read this. It will support DirectX 12, and from the looks of it, it could be better optimized for AMD hardware. Details about the project aren't sure yet, but expect more information around E3.
Are they going to
Upcoming,
finish the game?
I'm done. The
Oh, we're
upcoming,
going to downgrade it this time.
yeah,
Oh my God, they downgraded it so hard from the E3 version they had, and I was so hyped for the game, and then I finally saw the game played. I'm like, what is this?
all right, so anyways, the upcoming Watch Dogs 2 is, as mentioned by Ubisoft during AMD's event, is expected to fall, release in Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. However, a final release window is yet to be announced. The title is going to be a sequel to the original Watch Dogs, released back in 2014. The original Watch Dogs wasn't the best of what Ubisoft had to offer, and they hopefully, like with the dull lead character and story, made Watch Dogs a pretty forgettable experience. So, yeah, you guys feel about Watch Dogs too?
It was all Ubisoft's fault. Like,
Yeah.
Ubisoft just, they don't get it. Okay?
Question about that game.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, why is there a second one? Because the first one, I mean, as forgettable as the story is, I'm pretty sure when you get to the end of the game, everything is wrapped up. There's nothing, anything that was left unsaid was in the DLC, so it's like, why the fuck is there a second one? That's the better question. Why are we going to give them a second chance to fuck this up? They had me. They had me the year before that game came out. They had me. I was sold.
Mm.
And the only thing that was noteworthy of that game after it came out was the screenshots of the weird shit that you can see when you hack into people. And I think I still have the screenshot where the woman was like,
but I didn't think it was anything too special. It just kind of reminded me of Assassin's Creed.
The best thing about the game was when they took that screenshot of the black woman's phone and it said she gets off the My Little Pony porn.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That was literally the only standing thing that made that game interesting. Was like looking into people's personal shit.
My Little Pony porn. Let's not get into that.
Before Master Havoc comes out of nowhere and say, "Hey,
Jesus Christ."
They're gonna come over here and tell us niggas he gotta take the podcast down.
Y'all gotta take this down. Y'all can't do this. Hold up.
You can't be saying that.
All right, so this will be the final topic, and then I shall set you free. Okay. Anyways.
All right, Smokey.
Okay.
Wish I was set free.
All right.
Howard, I'm gonna talk to you after this, yo.
I wish some of these players that I've talked to aren't free. Capital. So, anyways, let me read this.
What up, Ray Sean?
Bro,
I got him.
Okay, like I said, Quantum Break. On Saturday, news broke out that the anticipated Xbox One / Windows 10 exclusive Quantum Break will only run at a resolution of 720p on the Xbox One. Something that came out as a bit of a surprise to a lot of people. That means the fanboys, right? Who have been sold on Quantum Break over the last 2 years based on its promise as a graphical showpiece for Microsoft's new console. Upon hearing these reports, we decided to contact to confirm with them what the final game's resolution on the Xbox would be. However, Remedy refused to confirm or deny the report, simply giving us a standard no comment response. Xbox fans, fanboys, meanwhile, decided to take Phil Spencer up to the task on Twitter, where they asked him why the game, which has built as a graphical showcase for the Xbox One, will render at 720p on consoles. Spencer, too, sidestepped on Twitter, and honestly, I don't blame him, because if he would have said what the resolution was, everyone would have started attacking him. So, he says, I encourage you to try a game before you make any prejudgments about what makes a game good or bad, he added. I think y'all enjoy it, pretty much.
So basically, he said, "Shut up and be gamers again."
Yeah, go ahead and enjoy the game. And
my question to the fanboys is this: can y'all even see the difference between 720p and 1080p?
Personally, I was gonna say I really can't, and
I tried
I mean,
to,
my
and with
my
most
my
games you
father is
can't.
the type of person who's like, oh, I can see, like every fucking pixel and it matters, and I'm just like, I don't really care if it's HD, it's HD, It's like I don't care if the game's fun, then I'll play it. That's really all there is to it, in my opinion. Graphic wise, not a huge deal, but
Yeah.
if they were saying that it was going to be more and then they downgraded to 720p, that's kind of dumb in my opinion because they're not like I don't know why they would do that.
That sucks, but there has to
Really?
be some kind of reason then. Like
Right,
always
you
when a
would think.
developer does that, I always think, and not to try to do damage control and stuff, but you have to think. You have to sit here and think. Maybe there was a reason they had to downgrade the resolution. Unlike Ubisoft, there was no reason to downgrade Watch Dogs like that, Ubisoft. French bastards. Why did you just do that?
I don't know. Come on. So, isn't Quantum Break exclusive?
Yeah.
And it's supposed to
Well,
run with the
Xbox
TV
One
show or
and
something like that?
PC. Yeah, there's supposed to be a TV show,
Okay.
and it looks really cool. I'm excited for the game. I can't
Well,
wait.
that's what we have to realize. There was a statement made, graphical showcase. Now, what we have to do is take away the words graphical and case and just look at the word show.
Yeah,
That's the key word we need to
enjoy the
focus on.
show, guys. That's what gamers need to do now. They need to just sit back and enjoy the show.
And the only
Nobody wants
game
to
we should give a damn about from Remedy is Alan Wake. Until Alan Wake comes,
That was a
not
sick game.
Alan Wake 2,
I didn't like
not
Alan
no
Wake.
arcade game.
You didn't?
Alan Wake 2.
I didn't really
Alan
like
Wake was
Alan Wake.
that was a shit.
Actually, you know what? I think the only I think I played the XBLA Alan Wake. That was
that
probably
one
why I
was
didn't
terrible.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to play the actual standalone title. That
Okay.
game was fucking amazing.
Yeah, that game was pretty dope.
Mm.
It's backwards compatible now too, so you can get it.
Is it? Okay. I gotta
If I'm not
try.
mistaken, I think it is.
So it's Tekken Tag Tournament 2. Just putting that out there.
Oh, I gotta go get back on it.
And
now.
so
I was
Calibur
waiting for
2 HD
Tekken
online.
7.
I'm kind of.
Fix the netcode for that game. Oh my god.
Oh
That's
my god,
new.
the netcode for 2 is so bad. And that was
Awful.
literally the
Awful.
saving grace of fighting games. Everybody's like,
I was
yo,
Soul
Calibur 2.
Calibur 2 was absolutely amazing. Best game in the series. I was so excited when they announced the HD release version, and I realized it was bad. And I got kind of sad. So yeah, don't get your hopes up.
It's like, what
That's all I can
happened?
say.
What,
Yeah.
what happened? Oh man.
Phil,
I mean, it's still the same game. Just the online was
Yeah.
shitty.
and I actually feel like Phil's like, you know what? I don't like fanboyism. I really don't like these fanboys, and it's just, play what you play. He said, I think one dude said, "Hey, what are you looking forward to?" I forgot what game it was, but he said a game on the PlayStation 4, and the Xbox fanboys didn't like that. They think that, these people in the higher ups care about the console war. When either way, they're making money on Windows 10,
Well, they feed off of
Microsoft,
it.
products.
Yeah.
They feed off of it because you have to realize that remember when Call of Duty was Black Ops 3 when they said it was exclusive not exclusive, but the content comes out on PlayStation first. When that happened, Halo 5 sales actually went up. So they do feed off the whole fanboy war.
Yeah.
So when Call of Duty fans were upset on Xbox, they went out and bought Halo.
Why are niggas upset about Call of Duty stuff though? Like, I don't know. That's just me.
I mean,
like,
love it or hate it, it's still one of the biggest blockbuster games.
Yeah.
Well, not even just games, one of the biggest blockbusters on the planet.
I know the next Call of Duty is going to be featured in space. So
I saw that. I don't know if it's any truth in that, but I'm hoping it's not because I'd rather not play a game that's in space.
I don't know where. Well, I don't know what the story's going to head now. He pretty much covered almost everything, didn't they?
Pretty much. And then they had created their own story with Advanced Warfare and Kevin Spacey, which was amazing, by the way.
I liked Advanced Warfare, especially because Kevin Spacey. I thought that was really
made
cool.
it enjoyable.
That made me want to
Bring
buy
him
the
back.
game. I was like, yo, Kevin Spacey!
That's
House
what
of
sold me, too.
Cards!
That definitely sold me and some people who shall not be named. But yeah.
Oh my god. Alright, David, when we shut off the stream, I need to hear what's going on.
Alrighty, so this will be the end of the podcast. Ran through all the topics. I don't know when I'm going to stream again, but I got to find more topics. Maybe next week. I don't know. But you guys have a good one, and
Yeah.
see you later.
Yep.